Okay. The new vertical should be up. So now there should be 2 streams. See if I go over here, if I can find that and make sure that it is what it should be. Okay, the vertical looks vertical. And the horizontal looks horizontal to me. I don't think my chat is all the way set up. Yay! Thank you, Ivy. Appreciate that. Now I just gotta fix my music for some reason not showing up like it should. I truly appreciate you telling me, Ivy. Alright, so you've joined before, John? Okay. It says Whiskey Creek shared something with me, I think. That's what Whiskey said. Whiskey reacted to my post. Okay, so what we're gonna do, John, is I'm gonna bring this back, wash, repair it, and then we're gonna sleep through the night. And then we'll see what contracts we'll have in the morning. I still don't have music going on here. It's really weird. It's a nice guy. The @3js.gaming, the link is in the description. You have to put 3J and it should come up. Our server always will have 3J in the title for the server name. Might change a little bit here and there for everything else, but it always had 3Js in the name. Oh, I hear music a little bit. Hey, Jeremy. Oh, you're going to sleep all night, so you finally fell asleep at 7:30 in the morning? Holy moly, that's a long time without sleeping. Taking a while to wash this. I hear some joke about energy drinks or something, you know, insert that, but I don't know. Making it up as we go. So yeah, I was there till like the last 5 or 10 minutes, Ivy, and then it locked up on me. I don't know if I lost internet or if you did for a bit, I don't know. Why isn't this getting clean? It's clean enough, I guess. Oh, you usually don't sleep until 4 a.m.? Oh, YouTube cuts you off at 4 hours. I wonder why. Is that like a restriction on your channel? Or is that something else? That's interesting, Ivy. Amy wants to know how old I am. I will tell you I'm in my later 30s. I can't tell you my exact age. I mean, those are the questions people ask to try to hack your password. And be kind of careful with how you answer from those things. Actually, I guess your diet. I've been kind of working on eating more high protein, lower carbs. Any affected you? Could be. Maybe they cut you off to protect you from you. Oh, that is really interesting, Abby. Could be phone only related. Yeah, I don't stream from my phone, right? So I don't know, but it could be a thing. So it could be what it is, Ivy. John's gonna eat dinner. Sounds good, John. Oh wait, if you're in game, John, and I hit the sleep button and you don't hit accept, then we're in trouble. If I have to kick you from the stream, I will, in order to be able to fast forward or sleep for the night. Don't want to. Not so much debt as we're gonna pay off right now. Let me go to the house and then we're asleep for the night. And then you'll be free to go eat some dinner. And let's just do 8 a.m. We're fine. Yeah, I'm thinking it must be a phone thing, Ivy, for sure. Thanks, Sean, for hitting that button. Appreciate it. Let's check on the moo cows here. How are they doing? Still sleeping. Lazy little buggers. Get up and eat some grass for me. We're relying on you here. There's 2 of them in there somewhere. How are they doing? Nice guy, you're blind. Well, I got distracted. I was going here. Don't think I can show you the server info. Yeah, I can. No, I can show you the password. There's no password. I can't show you this either. Oh boy. Here. This is literally copy and paste of the server name. That's all I can help you with. Kinda what it's stuck at for me. You never show you. Mowing for that much money. No, thank you. How are the cows? They're 5 months old. 27% in puberty. They have all the hay they need right now. How are our fields? Oh, you're gonna try your homemade bagel. Oh yeah, but then you use Greek yogurt for higher protein instead of yeast. That will be interesting. Let me know how that turns out when you do make it. Just, no, I don't want to sell that. Visit. Oh, there's weeds on it. Okay, we gotta weed that. Weeds on this field. We gotta weed all our fields apparently. Over 600 views and 3 subs. That's awesome, Ivy. Congrats. That is awesome. Ooh, large weeds. Uh-oh. We should have weeded our fields, I guess, before we went to bed. Okay. That is a bummer. Oh, the field is half weeded. What? Only one field's weeded, but the other one's not. What is going on here? So this is oat. And oat. And only half of the oat is weeded. Why is only half our field weeded? Oh well. That is weird. Medium weeds and large weeds means that we can't use the hoe, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it is pretty good, Ivy. It's pretty spectacular for your size of your channel. Those are good numbers. Really good numbers. Jeremy doesn't deliver. Jeremy says in a blind taste test, your one roommate actually likes your Greek yogurt pizza crust more. Do you put cornmeal on your crust at all? To make it a little bit more crunchy at all? I had a good recipe for some kind of pizza crust. Was it beer bread kind of pizza crust kind of thing? I forget. I would have to look up that recipe again. I don't make it. I've never made it, but somebody gave me the recipe. Liters. There we go. So this one can do medium. Okay. That one can only do small. So the hoe can do the medium. I think we have a sprayer as well. So we'll have to do that, but we probably don't have herbicide. We'll take a look. What is this doing out here? Guess that was for a contract and never got brought back home. Okay, let's do that. I saw that. Ivy's dinner yesterday was delicious looking for sure. Ah, gotcha, for the cornmeal, how you use it. So over here we have Montreal bagels. I'm not sure how much different they are than regular bagels, but people will stand outside at a bakery to get them. But I'm not quite sure how different they are. I love bagels, but I have kind of cut myself off from having them because I love them a little too much. And, you know, I'm trying not to eat carby stuff like that, so. Let's see what, it's just an email for Juan. It's like my phone, or my watch buzzed. What is the message? Make sure it's not family. So, fertilizer. Don't think we have to fertilize any of our fields. I think they did that in the last stream. There's a hole there. So the cedar, roller. Oh, is that the lime? I don't think this is in order anymore. Let's go park it over there. Or is this a out of order? Weeding. There's two. It must be where it goes. Sorry, Juan, if I get in the wrong spot. Don't know. Hey, Karam. Karam is in. Oh, you're on the dark side, Karam. Let's go ahead and see. Is this fertilizer in the sprayer or not? We should finish dinner a bit ago so you're not I get you hungry again. Well, see, Ivy, when you talk to people on the West Coast, we haven't had dinner yet, so we're still hungry. Ooh. Karam says, hit the like button, everybody. He asked much more nicely than I did. So the weeds are dead on this one. Except for the tram lines, it looks like. Why are the weeds not dead in the tram line? Oh, this is odd. The weeds are dead. You see somebody sprayed the weeds or killed the weeds. But the weeds are back for the tram lines. Okay. That's bizarre. Don't know what's going on. Let's go over to the other field and deal with this one later. Jeremy, you basically make 3 pizza crust doughs. You have your higher protein. Your 2-hour dough that rises for 2 hours. And your 48-hour dough is the best, but you need to wait 2 days. Yeah. Okay. Jeremy's gonna want me having pizza again. You did that last week. You're a bad influence about the pizza, Jeremy. Just saying. Why not? Let's just do this. Might be some overlap on what's weeded and not weeded, but at this point I don't know why half the field was weeded and the other half was. It's too late to decide. Let's just do this. Oh. Yeah, what is it doing? Half the field is art, whatever. The bagels that Jeremy has stuff to make with breakfast bagel sandwiches. Ooh, that would be tasty. Oric says goodnight. Garam says if you're on the phone, press the 3 J's at the tip and press them to like. Thanks, Garam, for telling people how to do that in case they didn't know. Jeremy says you're the worst when it comes to pizza. You could eat it every day and not think twice. You catch yourself saying, oh, I haven't had pizza in, and ends up the answer is like 2 or 3 days. Love from Turkey. Well, thank you for popping in. I love seeing where everybody's from. Not to feel I was talk rich or anything. Just saying. It is pretty cool when we have people from across the world. Ivy could eat breakfast bagels every day. What toppings do you like on your breakfast bagel, Ivy? The other map is on 22 as well. Yes, it is. It's bugged up for 22. There's some things that Iron Thunder, the map maker, has tried to fix on 22, but the snow will be the problem on that map. If you don't play with snow on, it's a lot less buggy. And it says, hello from Arkansas. Well, hello there. Welcome in. Karen says on the phone that thumbs up is hidden almost. Interesting. If you guys are wondering where most of the chat is, if you're on vertical, most of the chat is on horizontal right now. We got Jeremy and Ivy. They are talking about food, which is what we usually talk about, is food. No field detective for this. Okay, that's not our field. That's why. Okay, getting confused. But then we have another field over here that has weeds, but I believe, let's just visit. These are medium, so I should be able to do it with the hoe instead of the herbicide. Oh, let's get back. I've noticed links aren't working for people on Vertical Gear. They can't click on them. That's why I haven't put a link in. They see a link, but they cannot click on a link. What is going on here? There we go. Jeremy says he's right that the thumbs up is weird. Now the phone he knows a few days ago. I'll have to jump on a live stream on my Vertical on my phone and check it out so I know. We can just dip bagels into ranch dressing as well. Ivy does cheese, bacon, eggs, and that sauce from McDonald's. Where did he have this? Oh, over here. Okay. I'm trying to keep this organized for Juan. Jeremy loves sausage, cheese, and egg on his bagels. After they're toasted. Oh, I see Trucker has joined. Welcome in, Trucker. Yes, Kieran, they definitely need to fix link sharing. It worked for a while and now it's broken again. Sadly. Yeah, Ivy says links are not working on Vertical. Yep. They used to. So if you hear people talking, Kieran, about how they can't click a link or links aren't working, yeah, it's broken again. Jeremy doesn't do ranch really. I will only do ranch if it's in my chicken quesadillas that I do. And I hardly put any ranch in them. And it's only because I don't have anything else right now. Ooh, we just got raided from Brady. Welcome in, raiders. Thank you for the raid. You guys are lovely to raid. I'm trying our stream today. So you allergic or have a bad reaction to that, Ivy? Waiting to see if anybody pops in and says hi from the Raiders. There we go, Brady. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? Hopefully you had a good stream. Appreciate you raiding. Absolutely wonderful to see us support each other. Trucker, what should I do? Let me fast forward time and then we can see if... Oh, well, wrong button. If there's any contracts that pop up that you want to do. These will show up at top of the hour here. So this game is multiplayer if you're just popping in and joining us. It is like 3-4 mods, maybe. No DLCs. You can... Oh, I am hitting the wrong button. Turn the music off before you get copyrighted. Button smashing does not work. Abby says, I swear my coloring streams pick up sounds I know. You had a couple of those sounds today, Abby. I was like, I don't know what that is, but... Let's see if there's any contracts. Oh, lots of contracts. Are there any worth it? So we have a couple weeding contracts. We can do that one with our weeder. I don't think it's worth sowing that, especially carrots. Let's not even think about that one. The rock picking isn't too bad. I think we have a rock picker. Or do we not own one of those yet? Juan is the one that usually hosts the stream, so sorry for me to remember what we own and don't own all the time. We do have another hoeing one we can do, but I'm doing the hoe right now. Afterwards, we can do that one. And we'll leave the third one open. So, Trucker, if you want to do the weeding one that's 91% done, go ahead. We have a pretty decent sized weeder in our yard there. You're off to make some dinner already. Well, thank you. Enjoy your dinner. Hopefully it's tasty. I can only imagine something to do with like so many other noises that your mic wasn't sure what to pick up on and all that. Oh, I did not lower this. Hey Isaac, welcome in. Jeremy's gonna make bagels. Sounds good. Keep us updated. Did I forget to lower this again? No, I lowered it. Okay. I don't know what to do with the tram lines having weeds like that. You might just have to leave it that way. It's a little bizarre. And Trucker's heading out there. Trucker's trained our stream games a few times now, and he's been completely awesome to play with. Always welcome during our streams to join in. He says you might have had the mic covered by accident too. Could have. I don't know what type of mic you have on your headset, but if it's not directional or whatever, like there's certain types of mics, right? It might be picking up things that are away from you and not just facing your voice, right? So any wind noise or anything it could be picking up as well. It's just your phone mic. We tried. I don't know what kind of. You have an Android probably. I don't know. USB-C. There's a USB-C mic or like a clip-on one you can get sometimes and you plug it in there. Sometimes your phone will pick it up when you're live streaming, but sometimes it will still pick up your default mic. We do it in the semi-truck when we stream live from there. We'll have microphones that we then have picked up instead of the default one. What are we growing on this field? That wasn't on the stream when they were planting all this. What's blue? Spelt or rye? Spelt on that one. We have oat, and then I think we have canola. That's what we have right now, and then we have our cows as well. This map is wonderful if people want a map that is mainly flat and lots of custom crops. There is an update coming for it. Iron Thunder has a Discord where he posts little teaser updates so you can see what he's been working on. I hear you, Ivy. It's just, I feel for you. I'm like, yeah, this is live stream, and you're like, what was this? What was that? It's always a little bit of troubleshooting to figure it out, right? And then you think you get it figured out, and then YouTube changes something, and then you start all over again. Chris is joining the stream. And then another thing that happens is that we go the whole stream without people telling me if like I'm echoing or if I'm muffled voice or whatever. Same with Juan, right? It's like, nobody told us in the beginning of the stream. Looks like we have tons of people watching and lurking, which is awesome, but if you want to join in-game, feel free. We'll eventually run out of things for everybody to do, but we do have room for a couple more people to join. I think we have like 3 or 4 tractors by now. I think Juan bought another tractor in the last stream. We have lots of debt. How much debt do we have to pay off? $4,400. We have to make up some money here. I think once it's harvest season, we'll definitely have quite a bit more to pick up and do.
What's the password for the world?
I can barely hear you, Chris. A little bit quiet.
What's the password for the world?
So I give this spiel to everybody. There is a password to the farm and it is real. REAL. And that is to remind you that we play realistic on this farm. If you've never joined us before, you will notice we like to play realistic. There are rules to it. You know, turn off your tractors, keep on the roads, don't go through fields, don't be on my screen.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like to play realistic too.
You like to play realistic as well? That's what everybody says,
Yep.
but sadly, turns out we have different opinions most of the time. Let me see if I can up your volume a little bit. You might have to do it as well. Oh, it says I have you at 100%. So in settings, you'll have a volume in general. You can change your sound down here and then you'll be a little bit louder. I did not lower this. Let's try again. So what we're doing is finding contracts that we want to do. So I usually say there's a couple things you can do, or you can pick something you want to do and let me know. I tend to like people to try to find things, keep themselves busy without me telling you what to do. A little less babysitting. So there's a couple contracts there that we can take 3 contracts at once. So there's one up there that you can do after I'm done hoeing here, or you can find another one that you want to do. And then you just tell me which one it is. I only have a few more passes to do here on this field of ours, and then the hoeing contract can happen. And get those weeds out. Absolutely, Isaac. We do have precision farming on, so it's a bummer that we have these weeds to begin with, because our score goes down from having weeds. The trick with precision farming is to not even have weeds. You do it before even first stage of growth. Right after you seed, before you even see a plant, weed the whole field. Your score for precision farming will be even better. The weeding one Trucker's doing right now. Oh, Trucker's asking if someone wants to weed, and Chris says yes. And of course, if you give that up, Trucker, and there's something else you want to do, just let me know. I can fast forward time a little bit more. Usually 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we get a couple more contracts that pop up every hour. There we go. Let's see if anything else popped up. There's a mowing contract. I don't know if we have a decent sized mower or just a small one, but that one's pretty good. Let me take a look and see if we have mowers. This direction, not the other direction. Oh, we do have one mower, it looks like. Just one? Huh. Well, if it's gonna cost us more than 16 grand. Yeah. More power equipment for that one. So we can do mowing as well. That's a really good contract over there.
I can do the mowing if you want.
It's really hard to hear you, Chris. Like, I have to really struggle to hear you.
I can mow if you want.
As I said, I take contracts and you take whatever you want. And don't wait for a yes or a no from me.
Okay.
If you see something, do it. The only thing is, don't take over what I'm doing unless I just tell you I'm not going to do what I'm doing.
Okay. So, time mow.
Is it possible for you to turn your volume up, Mike, on your mic? Go to settings, general settings, and then you have voice chat volume. No, not that one. Voice recording volume. And then voice input sensitivity as well. And Jeremy says she's tough, but fair as a boss. I try to be, Jeremy. I try to be. But yeah, this is what I was talking about the other day with Ivy, is that once you do multiplayer, you can hear it in chat, voice chat as well.
I got my thing up to 150% for voice recording volume. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better, yep. It's a little quiet, but I can hear you for sure.
Well, that's as high as I can go, so.
That's fine.
Where's the mower at?
It should be at the store, which is at the top of the map, kind of, sort of-ish.
Okay, does someone want to take over leading so I can do that? Because I really want to mow.
I don't know where the mower went. I thought I powered the mowers.
Put it, like, on the road.
Jeremy can hear you a lot better. It's interesting that I'm struggling with it. Yeah. So that is done. These two fields are done. Those weeds I'm not sure what to do about.
I'd love to ride with no mower.
I can't hear what you're saying, Chris, about the mower. Sorry, you might have to type it out for it to be easier for me. I know I borrowed the equipment for the mower. I don't know where it is if it's not at the store.
I tapped around and I didn't find a mower.
Did I accept the contract or did I borrow the equipment? Give me a second to see. Yep, I don't see it. So if somebody's in the equipment, I won't see it. Unless I go over here. Chris is over there. And then
There's a fertilizer contract for $12,000. That is going to invest. When we have a fertilizer better.
The trucker's in the mower one. His trucker was doing the mowing one. That's what he wants to do. We can only take 3 contracts at a time, so we have to finish one and then go over to the next one. So it's actually a thing on FS25 where you can only have 3 contracts at a time. These weeds are large weeds, so this hoe won't get them. So the weeding contract or the hoeing contract is what's up for grabs right now.
I'll do the mowing contract.
I think Trucker's doing the mowing contract. He asked you if you wanted to do the weeding one, and you said yes.
Are there any other contracts too?
Chris, I've already said it. We can only do 3 contracts at a time. So we have to finish.
Already invested.
You have to finish the 3 contracts that we have before we can take anything else. We can get rid of the big weeds here. Okay, so if you know, then you have to decide if you're doing the weeding or the hoeing. I can do. It's actually not the same thing depending on the stage growth of the weeds. Weeders and hoes work on different crops and different weed stages. And the hoe doesn't always work on the weeding contract depending on the stage of growth of the field. Not quite the same thing, but close. There's 2 contracts, one's a weeder, one's a hoe. There's equipment on the field for the weeding, and then there's a hoe over here for the other one. It looks like John's back from dinner. So John, if you want to do this hoeing contract, you can. Or if you're off to something else, that's fine. Somebody else doing the mowing contract yet? Trucker, having issues with that tractor? And you're AFK quickly. Probably what he is. John is doing something. Who knows what John's doing, but we'll take a look and see. Ah, you're trying to set up your mic. Gotcha. And so we do have some mowing equipment out there that Trucker's doing as well. John, you can both work on the same field. It's pretty big. You sadly only have the front loader. Okay. Move it to the field, Trucker, and then if If you want it back, just say the word. Now you run towards the tractor. Run after me. Chase me. I'll just get it going to the field. And then once you have your mic set up. I will tell you a trick that sometimes you have to save, quit the game, and come back for your mic. It's a weird thing once in a while. Yep, and then you're gone. Yep. Keep our eyes out. We're still missing a few collectibles. There's one collectible on this map. I don't know where it is. Almost found all the rest of them. Trucker is trying to serve again. Unfold this. No, unfold. Like unfold. I'm like, I'm trying to unfold. Okay, lower it, then unfold it, and put it down. And it's important if you're doing the mowing contract that you only mow on the field. If you mow off the field, you're going to create grass that's there and we can't get rid of it and it will create lag. So make sure you lower and raise your mower to only mow on the field because it would disappear after the contract's done.
Okay, I got it. Can I do the mowing contract, please?
You keep asking, Chris, and you're just going to have to wait. There's other people that said they want to do it. And I told you not to be on my screen. And then Chris left the server. Looks like the weeding contract is done. Awesome. Thank you for whoever finished that one. And if you're ready, Trucker, I know you joined back in. You can always take back over, as I said, when you're ready. As it says, by the buying station multi-fruit. That is a good mod. I don't have a reason for that mod right now, but that is a good mod. So anybody wants to do hoeing, the mowing, or we can take another third contract now. Just let me know which one. Pay back a little bit more of that debt that we have. Pay back 10 grand there. Getting there. I do raise and lower the mower at the corner to make it nice and neat. That way when we accept the contract, there's not leftover grass outside the field that just creates a lot of lag after a while. Let's see, somebody else on the end of the field there. I wonder if we should buy the back end of that mower. Well, I was going to debt again, but who's at the field? Is that John? Or is that Trucker? That's John. Does that tractor have enough horsepower for the rear mower? Oh, saving. If that tractor has enough horsepower, we can buy the rear mower. Don't know which one you're in here. Let me click on it. 6R 230. 281. That should be enough horsepower. That'd be 210 horsepower for that. So 220. Ooh. Might be able to do this one. It's a little bit smaller of a width, but we have the horsepower for it. It's 35 grand for that one. Let's power some money and buy that. Wish we could do the bigger one, but we don't have enough horsepower, I think, for all the tractors to do it. You have to think about the horsepower for both equipments together for the tractor. Okay, so John, if you want to go to the store and get the rear mower, feel free. Let's just get a family text here. Yeah, trucker, take that there. Trucker, you can take over this mowing contract as well. This here, ready to take over mowing, trucker. There's that one there. John, you're both going to be on the same field. It's a big enough field that you both can do that contract pretty good. Hi, Snoopy. Trucker, John has the front end of the mower, so it makes sense for John to go get the rear end of the mower. Okay. Just reading the family update there. Next one is Mowing. That's a weeder. They're both weeders, but this one's a weeder and this one's a hoe. I'll figure it out. Field 126. Over in the corner there, nice blue field. What's on that field? Gonna be rye? Yeah, rye on that field. And we can take one more contract here. We have another weeding field. It seems like that's like all we're doing, but there's some money in that. And I don't mind doing it, so there's a couple contracts there. See the best way to get there. So we're gonna go ahead and do this unless somebody else wants to take over. Now, other weeding contracts start off at like 91% done. Don't know why. It's a little weird. Looks like we have quite a few people watching. That's awesome. Chat is getting kind of quiet, but it's all good. I like fish has said hi. Well, hello, I like fish. I have so many questions. Do you like to fish? Do you like to eat fish? Do you like pet fish? What way are we going with this? You like all of them, like eating fish and pet fish and catching. That is an accurate name for you then. You like it all. I like to fish as well. I like to eat fish, and I used to have pet fish, so it works. Lonnie Johnson, welcome. Thank you for joining. Oh, that's incredible. Thank you. If you come back on the weekend, you can spin the hat. Juan does spin the hat. You can put him in a whole bunch of different hats. I think he has over a dozen type of hats. Hello, Patrick. Welcome in. So anybody who joins gets basically a free spin of the wheel if you join the membership. And then every month that you have a milestone, you can spin the wheel for free. I mean, it's not free because you pay for your membership, but you know what I mean. Rex, welcome in. Long time no see, and I haven't been able to drop by your streams in a while either. How am I doing? I am doing alright. Going through a rough patch with some family emergency stuff going on here. Kind of hard to talk about. That's kind of how sad it is, but you know, doing some streaming, trying to distract myself a little bit. This is the best map in FS25. We love this map. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the map much. When we talk about how Juan's from here, you start on the house that Juan actually grew up in. He grew up in Gnadenthal. We had this map made for him. Well, we didn't make the map. We had somebody that we have known for years make the map for us. And we commissioned him to make this map for FS22 and 25. Well, I appreciate that, Rex, and most definitely, I feel the support from the farming sim community. You guys are a great community here. Jeremy says T-minus 15 minutes till the bagels are finished. You sure you don't deliver, Jeremy? Be just in time for dinner. Rex, you will be playing on this map tonight for your bacon and eggs challenge series. Oh, I laugh because we've been talking about bacon, eggs, bagels. We've been talking about that. So it was very fitting that you mentioned bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs. Are you using that mod hub then? To do bacon and eggs? I don't know how you're doing the bacon part of it, is basically what I'm asking. Why is that not working? I don't know if I've done this row or not. There we go. Now it shows up. So I'm going to edit this live. Let's do this. Lonnie is going to get added to our members list here. So this is kind of the coding it looks like. So you are dark blue. Save it like that. And then we exit that. Then we go back over here and we refresh our chat. Scroll bar, member scroll, reload that. Load that back in, and it should be updated. We'll see as it scrolls by if your name's been added. Don't always do it when I'm streaming, so we'll see if it worked like it should. Once again, appreciate you joining. As you represent the version you're making, you'll have 4 bagels and servings with the sausage and eggs. But you didn't renumber your egg whites? Is that on purpose? Oh, almost heard trucker. Almost. Rex says the challenge on his map is to make $5 million off of pigs and eggs. And any productions involving eggs. I love that out of that series. That sounds awesome. I know I did a breakfast challenge in FS22. I love that. We don't have the donut production yet, so I can't do it. I do have like a dessert challenge that I'm doing: tea, coffee, and dessert. I'm gonna start that one. Don't know when, but using the coffee production, the tea production, and then we have like a dessert factory. I don't know about the ice cream one yet. That might, I don't know. I was just kind of thinking like a tea, coffee, dessert challenge. Rex is also selling all beans to make a profit. So you're doing the coffee beans, or should you mean like soybeans or whatnot? Jeremy says, no, you forgot them. Technically, you could go to the store again, but you're good. Soybeans and green beans. So we need a mod for like hash browns. You know, all the breakfast stuff. I'm still looking for somebody to do a production for different types of fried rice. I know technically we can't have chicken fried rice, but we can have so many other types of rice. I came up with like a whole list of different ones that somebody could do. If I knew a little bit more about modding, I would absolutely do it myself. Jeremy, I might have to figure this out, but I always had Greek yogurt. I do quite a bit of Greek yogurt for my protein. 1 cup, self-rising. I think I have that. 1 teaspoon, small tea. Make sure it's the small tea. I mean, I should not get a bagel recipe because that's the last thing I should be eating, but this looks like fun. It's afternoon for you now, Lonnie? Or is that a late afternoon? It's almost 5 o'clock here. Rex says, so I should say this series starts out as pork and beans. We can only sell pigs, soybeans, and green beans to make a profit, but yeah, the eggs, but who doesn't love bacon and eggs? I love both sides of it, though. You know, you go breakfast and dinner. That should be the series, breakfast and dinner. Oh, sesame seeds. I love sesame seeds. I add them to everything. I actually have, right next to me, I have some sesame breadsticks. So I was eating them with my lunch. I really enjoy sesame. It's really good for iron, and people don't realize that sesame seeds have a lot of iron. It's a good source of iron. If they're good, you'll post the pictures and the recipe, but if they're bad, just the link. Fair enough. Hey, Patrick. I'm doing so-so. How about you? Hello, Mariana. Hope I said your name right. Sorry, I'm really bad at pronouncing names. That's something I'm really bad at. Yeah, that's the way to say it, Patrick. Yep. So you're in that same boat as well. Hopefully tomorrow we have a little bit more of sunshine in our days. For me, I think it's going to be a long while before I sunshine, but I'll get there. So basically, those that don't know, my brother has stage 4 cancer, and he's being sent home tomorrow on hospice. So yeah, it's kind of rough for me. He's my best friend. We've always been close growing up, even closer in adult life. So yeah, it's been pretty rough on me right now. I know, not being able to be there with him too, because we don't live in the same country even. So I mean, it's kind of hard on me right now. Isaac, can you eat dinner? You'll be back when you're done. Sounds good. Patrick. Thanks, Patrick. Yeah, it's hard. Rex, Lanny, thank you. Yeah, like I said, you guys you're holding me together right now. Yeah, you guys that really are being a really great community for me right now. The friendship I have here has really, it's helped me. His name is Cam. C-A-M, Cameron. There we go. Just gonna mute myself, but I got a little bit teary-eyed here, guys. Sorry. I gotta get rid of the tears a little bit, you know. But yeah, Cam is his name. He's been fighting this for a year. I don't think he'll mind me telling you that he should have been diagnosed a lot sooner. His dermatologist actually didn't send in his test. He had a mole on his leg and he was worried about it, and he asked the dermatologist to send in the test, and the dermatologist never did it. And by the time they actually did more testing, it was too late. It had become stage 4. And if you don't know about melanoma, there is no cure for melanoma. Melanoma is absolutely horrible. It is a beast of a cancer type. My dad is a stage 4 cancer survivor as well. He had a kidney bladder cancer. My dad did. He's had it a few times, and he lost a kidney from it. So I know my grandparents, all my relatives, cancer runs in my family. The chances of me getting cancer is extremely high. Extremely high. But melanoma it sucks. My brother's younger than me by 5 years. He never spent time outside. And it sucks that that person would get melanoma. He was just getting his life together too. I mean, he spent years with PTSD and depression, and he had just finally gotten a job that he loved. And it was taking care of people, a caretaker, going to people's houses. You know, he was so proud of it. He was, you know, I was proud of him. And it just sucks. I am going to do a fundraiser. I'm actually going to get it started. I thought I would have the link ready for today. There's a foundation that does a fundraiser every year called Save Your Skin Foundation. And it raises money for melanoma awareness. So I'm just going to do that this year and every year probably going forward to kind of honor him. Just donate the money to that charity. Just bring awareness to people that don't know how bad melanoma is. And, you know, it's something you hear about, but you never really realize there's no cure for it. And how quickly it can grow. Well, thank you, Rex. I know you're just stopping in and getting ready for your stream, probably. Appreciate it. Absolutely, Jeremy. I'm always going to honor him. He's literally my bestest friend. Like, besides Juan, this is the person I tell everything to that has always been with me through thick and thin. And it's hard to lose a sibling, but it's even harder to lose one that you're that close with. So yeah, I don't mean to get all mopey, you guys, but I just thought I would give you a little bit of update about why I'm probably not going to be me for a little bit. You know, I was kind of hoping he would be doing okay. He got home from the hospital last week, and then he had a seizure a few days ago. 2 mornings ago. Yesterday morning, maybe? I forget what day it was. So he was back in the hospital, and now we got the news that they're going to send him home in hospice tomorrow. Yeah, sadly, it's stage 4, and it's metastasized into his brain already. He's been fighting it for a year, and he's been kicking butt, really, but it's a battle that you can't win, sadly, when it's that stage. You can fight and fight and fight, but it gets tiring, you know, on your body. And the brain swelling and the seizures and all that is really hard. So now I just, you know, I say reality sucks sometimes, and you just have to come to accept it. And, you know, you're often grieving the loss of somebody before they pass away when it's something like this, and going through all those stages of grief, right? Coming to the terms of acceptance is a hard one. There might come a time where I will go down to see him. I'm kind of waiting to see how he settles in and hear a little bit more and talk to my parents who are over there and see kind of when I can go without intruding on their time, of course, at the moment, to be there with him as well. They live in a small apartment, you don't need everybody there right now with so much going on. Okay, this contract's done. I don't know if we can do this weeding contract or if we need the weeder. The weeder's bigger. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, I did the trip myself in January. It was my first time ever driving myself that distance. I just got my full driver's license last year. It took many years for me to get the confidence and do that. That's a different story. But I did that. It was long enough drive that I had to get a hotel for one night, and then I met up with my other sibling that lives in Texas. She flew in, and we went over there for a few days. And it was a wonderful trip in January. Juan can't take the time off. He probably could, but it's kind of hard between that and I'm a U.S. citizen. Juan isn't, so that's another thing with your political system right now. And Juan has a Spanish name. You can kind of connect the dots with horror stories right now about how we don't need Juan to be caught up in some kind of random detention center when we're there just to visit a family member, right? It's sad to think that, but it's the truth with how things are right now. Absolutely. Well, thanks for the hugs, Ivy. He did bounce, Jeremy. I didn't say anything, but he bounced. And John's over here doing awesome. Tractor left. I don't know why, but he did. Maybe he had to go. The guy did bounce. Hey, Joe. Jeremy says, but you're growing, you got a license, that's awesome. Absolutely. Last year, I focused a lot on me. I got my license. I focused on started my weight loss journey late last year, and I'm doing that this year. I also started rollerblading, ice skating. I started learning the ukulele. What else did I do? Sure, I did a few other things that I wrote down that I journaled. But I just really focused on me last year and this year in certain aspects. And I'm blessed enough that I'm able to do that. I know a lot of people aren't able to put the time into it like I have been. I think this is different green, so I don't think our hoe is gonna work on it. Might as well just go back. Or the weeding, it should work. I don't know. This isn't as big as the other equipment. We should go back. Let's just get the weeder. Be easier. Yeah, but the thing was he quit before I booted him, Jeremy. I was I don't know, I was at my last leg, especially with what I'm going through. I was at my last leg. I was ready to boot him, but he did it for me. That's awesome. Personal growth in any form is best sign of maturity. Absolutely. And I think it's been quite the journey. And this year, it sounds absolutely crazy to some people, but I've been working on weight loss journey, and I've lost close to 40 pounds. And overall, in the last few years, I've lost 60 pounds. And That's huge for me. It has not been easy. Not just physically, but mentally, emotionally as well. It's quite the journey to go on. Jeremy, you didn't do egg wash, so you didn't get much color as you wanted, but they're picture quality. Okay, well, I'm curious to see him. I'll have to check it out. John has to go have fun. Thanks, John, for your help. Appreciate it. Go over here and wash this before I put it back. 60 pounds is awesome. And Ivy says, congrats, it's awesome. Thank you. It's something I'm shy about. I don't know. You guys know me. I have. There's a washer over there. I don't know why I thought the weight was that. I'm shy. I'm a shy person. I have never had the self-esteem and self-confidence. I still have to struggle with that, as we all do. And I wish I could say a lot of people were supportive of me, but there are some people that are not supportive of it, sadly. And it sounds weird to say it, but there's always those people in life. And it's made it a little bit harder for me to talk about it and to get that support as openly. It's probably one of the one times you'll hear me talk about it. But yeah, that's why I've been kind of careful with trying not to eat those bagels. And focusing on the protein and the salads and eating more veg, as Jeremy says. I should say veggie, but we say veg up here in Canada. It has been a journey that I'm glad I've taken, especially in light of my brother. Hate to say it, but like it's a wake-up call of, hey, I have to change something about my life to be healthier too, and to want to live longer. Maybe perhaps doing this and that, in its own way. It gets really personal. I won't say too much more than that right now, because I'll cry even more. But a journey, really, in many ways, not just physical. So we're done with the mowing, I think. Or collect that as well. I did have some help on the farm, but I probably just scared everybody away. It happens. John says hi and that he's doing well. Well, glad you're doing well there, John. And we're gonna repay some of this money. We basically paid off that mower that we bought. Well, let's repay. I know our mowers are not the same color, but at least we have a mower now. We have to go back over to this field over here. It's amazing how big this tractor and weeder is. You can just imagine real life. Some of the farming equipment you see in real life, you're like, wow, that's big. And then you see it like on a map like this, and you're like, in perspective, this thing is huge in real life. Okay. A little teary-eyed still, but I'm getting there. Jeremy said, I joke with you about the geocache, and it's a way to help your journey. Also, hiking and walking around adds up. It does. I still have a bad knee. No matter what I do, I even have a sleeve I put on it to kind of have my stretchers I do. No matter what I try, that knee acts up and it hurts. I'm still trying to figure out how to do more walking, hiking. I have a under the desk treadmill that I bought. So I live in an apartment, a couple floors up, so I'd be nice to my neighbors below me, right? It's a little bit easier for me. We live in quite the elevation change over here, so just starting out has been kind of easier for me. And I invested in good running shoes, walking shoes. I tell you, nobody's ever told me how that can change your life. Having a good quality walking running shoes. I seemed stupid almost when I got them, and I talked about them. I was like, "Yeah, I've had them." I'm like, "Why has nobody told me?" It seems silly, but I'm like, "This probably would have helped me." And another thing is, I got a fitness watch, not really a smartwatch, but fitness tracker. That has motivated me. That has gotten me to do so much more. And I'm like, I wish I would have invested in that years ago. I wish I would have invested in good walking shoes years ago as well. It makes a difference. Hey Zach, welcome in to my random TED Talk of the day. And Isaac is back. Welcome back, Isaac. Hopefully he has some good food. Jeremy says, my favorite ironic part of doing Lyft, you pick up and drop off people that live a mile away from the gym all the time. Yeah, you always think, why not walk run to and from the gym? Yeah, it's hot, so maybe it's just that too. I get going to the gym, but coming back afterwards when you probably have showered and you have no energy, yeah, you probably want to ride. But you could always take it one way, right? I don't know. I think I would laugh about it too. Over here, my mall, before they open at 9:30 in the morning or whatever, you can walk inside the mall. And I like that. I can go walk in AC in the summer. In the winter, I have heat. And it's flat, no elevation change. Well, slightly, but everything else around here, because we live in mountains, literally mountain up and down roads. When you're first starting out, it's hard, right? You're not prepared for it. When you're out of shape and you haven't really gotten used to it, right? And when it gets really hot, you have to go hiking, walking before 8 a.m. really over here during the summer. So what I've done is I've taken away excuses. I got a treadmill here. I can walk in a climate controlled area with my YouTube or my music or anything else, right? I've taken away the excuse that it's not available. It's not like, hey, I don't want to go walk today. Oh, I don't want to go get ready. Oh, I don't want people to see me or whatever. I've taken away that excuse by investing in, I think it was less than $150. I know not everybody can afford that, but I'm saying for me, I saved up for it, and I budgeted for it, and I took that excuse away from me. Zach says, I agree. I hike a lot. A good pair of shoes is essential. Absolutely. It was a night and day difference for me. Night and day difference. Jeremy says, fair, and I appreciate the rise, of course. Yeah, you wouldn't get paid if people don't want to take that ride, right? I see, says. Jeremy says, when delivering for Amazon, you should deliver to old folks' home. The folks are chilling, but you see some walking around the building. You always think it's impressive. Absolutely, yep. And I know some people that are like, hey, I walk 3 miles a day. And I'm like, that's cool. I hope I can get there. I'm like, absolutely. I'm like, your 3 miles is flatland. My 3 mountains in the mountain is a lot harder to do. Like, I'm like, I'm building my way up there, but I've set goals to do it in a way. Same with my weight loss. I've done it in a way where it's personalized for me, right? And I think that's what we all have to do is like, it's awesome you have your goal, but I'm not quite there yet. What actually motivated me to get this under the desk treadmill? It's not under my desk, but that's why I say, but it's not an actual treadmill. If I say under the desk treadmill, you guys kind of can look it up. It's like a walking pad. Really lightweight. You can move it yourself. It can go up to 3 miles per hour. You can walk or jog on it. It's pretty nice. But what motivated me is I follow crocheters because I like to crochet. This one said, hey, I got this. I crochet while I'm walking. I've lost this much weight, whatever. Like, she had an inspirational journey. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. I haven't got there yet. I don't know if I can crochet and walk. I need to figure out a table that goes over it. But, that was what inspired me there. My Jeremy said, taking away the excuse is such an underrated good way to accomplish things. Absolutely. And that is what I was about when I did this, was I am going to take that excuse away. I no longer wanted to have an excuse. And I'm to the point where I've lost enough weight and done enough that I'm like, I feel like walking. I enjoy walking. I look forward to walking. Like, feelings I've never had before about something like that. So I'm like, getting the treadmill is fun to go walking on now. Hello, Polly-sung. Welcome in. Zach says, my dog is your excuse to stay active. I wish I could have a dog. I have such high allergies. I would have to get a special breeding out that plays nicely. And then also, I don't know if it's fair to the dog when we live in a small apartment and then we go trucking. Maybe someday when we're more in the RV, we can have a small dog in there. I thought about walking other people's dogs, but you don't always get one that's friendly with allergies, right? But I absolutely think that would motivate me even more so if I had a dog. But at the same time, I could even just look around the facility of a dog within 10, 20 feet and be like, I can't even breathe. So it's hard. We go see Juan's sister-in-law, or sister, my sister-in-law, and she has 2 dogs. One sheds like crazy, and she's nice enough to come in a different room and clean and vacuum everything before we go visit, and I always appreciate that. She knows how serious my allergies are. Jeremy says, everybody's at a different point in their life. If my goal is to walk a quarter mile tomorrow and your goal is to run a marathon, there's room for us both to accomplish. Absolutely. Your dog doesn't like to go for walks, Jeremy. You raise a feral dog, basically. Jeremy lives there. It's really hot. Zach, I think you live... I think I know where you live. I think we've talked about that before. He actually lived pretty close to where my brother lives, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but yeah, most definitely hiking trails over here. And you have a lot cooler environment than Jeremy does. Yeah, the hiking trails over here are nice. And I finally got rid of the smoke. Like, there's a tiniest hint of smoke here, but it finally let up today. I mean, the wind direction will change any moment. We'll get it again, but it's nice not to have the smoke. Southern Oregon. Yep, exactly what I want to look into, Jeremy. My sister has miniature nourisher, I think, and I could handle that one when I visit. That one wasn't too bad for my allergies, and I absolutely love that dog. That was really nice, friendly dog, small enough that would fit in an RV and stuff. But you have a Chihuahua mix that sheds like crazy, but your other roommate's dog is very shaggy, but she doesn't shed. Is that way? What was the mix? One says, well, we drop our trailers off to get fixed. This lady always has Chihuahuas in there. And she has a mix of one that isn't that is like allergy friendly. Chihuahua mixed with something. I just don't remember what. And one says next time I go in there, I have to meet it. She always changes her dogs that she has in there. They're always Chihuahua mix. I don't know if she fosters them or what she does, but she always has different types of Chihuahuas. Always Chihuahua mix. I like to go into the office and say hi, even though I regret it with allergies, but I love dogs. That's the thing with me, like, I love animals. Like, I grew up with rabbits, cats, dogs. I'll be the first one going around saying hi to all the pets, but, I better be ready. Ryan says, you're back. Welcome back, Ryan. Nice to see you again. Most of the chat's happening over on the stream if you're just curious about what we're chatting about. Zach says your dog is part black lab. He's a fluff ball. Yep, we would have to get a small dog like that, yep. Oh, well, Ryan did switch over. We grew up, I had a Chow Chow. His name was Cody, and he was a fluffy one. My parents had a mix of, why haven't I not done this row? Get distracted. We had, what was that mix? I don't know. I would have to show you guys a photo of him. Just your normal black and tan mix of a dog. But he shed quite a bit, even though he had fine fur, short hair, fur, whatever. He shed it like crazy. The Miniature Nourisher is the only one that hasn't bothered me so far that I've met. But I also like random pets. Like, I like sugar gliders, I like chinchillas, I like rabbits. I had hermit crabs growing up as pets. I like geckos and lizards and iguanas. I like pets like that, but not quite all of them I think would fit in the RV life. I don't think I could do like a ferret or anything that has more of an odor, but you know. Oh, the bagels are good, crunchy outside, chewy inside. Okay, I'm interested in that. How many bagels does that recipe make? I guess you'll post a link to it, but I'm just kind of curious. I think you said 4, right? You draw the line at having a snake as a pet? Snakes don't bother me. Like, They do, but they don't. Like, I wouldn't like feeding them. Ivy says, sounds delicious. There, put my webcam back up now that I'm not all teary-eyed again. Smallish bagels. Yeah, it says 4 to 6, but you can't measure it 6, so it's all really small. You call them nope ropes. I've heard them called that before, too. Jeremy hates snakes as well. We have a lot of snakes over here, especially rattlesnakes. I've never seen a rattlesnake over here. Juan has seen them quite a bit. Everybody else sees them. They're very common over here. But I've never seen one. I've literally been in the semi-truck. Juan will get out and start a video somewhere, and he'll run down the hill. There's a rattlesnake up there, and I'm in the semi. And I'm like, oh, I was that close to one. But nope. I'm looking forward to Jeremy's post there. Put on a link. That'd be awesome. So it kind of reminds me of growing up. I don't know how to explain it. I wish I had a photo. I have a lot of my childhood photos, but I don't think I have a photo of this. For some reason, my neighbors, they were awesome, but she was a retired nurse, and she gave us the snake, like a stuffed snake, and it was huge, like 2 feet wide. I don't know how long it was, maybe 20 feet. Like, it was massive. It was heavy. It took well, there's 4 of us kids. It took all of us sometimes to move it. And we had a snake. I don't know why she made it, or somebody else made it, where she got it from. It was definitely homemade. And we would curl up with it, and read and stuff. But I remember when my Nana came over, my grandmother, or I think my uncle, both of them. If one of them came over, we would have to haul it upstairs and put it in the closet. Because they hate snakes. So I remember we had to do that. But I had no clue why in the world somebody would make such a big thing and then give it to kids. It was so odd, but yet so funny. I mean, now I look back on it, I'm like, I wish I had a photo of it, but it was that unique. I remember every time it was like, oh, Nana's come over, I gotta put the snake away. We always stuff it into my brother's closet. We would have to bring it upstairs, all of us, and it would take multiple people to do it because it was so heavy. I know we had a beanbag as well that she gave us. I want to say she gave us some kind of hippo or something too, but I don't remember that one. I remember the snake for sure. I think there was some other animal that she gave us that was really weird. I definitely miss that though, the neighbors, small town neighbors, just they were family. They really were. The one next door, we called Granny. We were literally close to our neighbors. They were literally family. They knew everything that was going on. Then when my dad went through cancer, they were there. They were more than just neighbors. I'm like, over here, I don't have that. I don't talk to my neighbors. I don't feel like they would talk to me even if I tried. It's like you lose that small town neighbor feel. Where the other ones were there for my wedding, my graduation, my sister when she had a kid, or my dad with cancer, or passing a family members. Like they generally are there and care. And they're pretty rare to find neighbors like that. The more I look around. We had that we had, one set of neighbors that we had. I don't know if you guys would get the reference from a TV show, but she would always go hidey ho neighbors, and the most redneck funny way. Like she always peer over the fence, like from her deck, and we should wave and go hidey ho neighbors, and then we just laugh. They moved away, but the memories. He posted a photo and screenshot the recipe. YouTube is lame. I wanted a picture of your driver's license post. Yeah, you have to do that, but there's an option to where is it? To do it a different way for certain things, but yeah, you guys might be heading that way with photos of pictures. I'm just gonna pause it because nobody else is in here. Look at Jeremy's post here. So we have a picture of the bagel. Okay, Greek yogurt bagels. So we need yogurt, flour, salt, baking soda, eggs, toppings. Mix it together. Lay some parchment paper on a cookie sheet and egg wash them. Bake it 375 for 25 minutes. That seems easy. That seems like something I could do. That kind of recipe. Thanks for sharing that, Jeremy. That looks delicious. I bet you could pretty easily like half that recipe if you just wanted like 2 bagels for the day, like to keep them fresh, right? I don't know how long your bagels will last without all the preservatives into it, right? So this said all-purpose flour instead of self-rising. Yeah, self-rising, just omit the baking powder. Yep. I mean, if you even wanted one bagel, I mean, you could technically make one bagel. This is the kind of recipe I like. It is really easy to half it or even quarter it all the way down to what you want. When you have some of those that where you're like, okay, I can't really split an egg into that many pieces. Like, I can't do that with some of the recipes. Thanks for sharing that, Jeremy. Definitely gonna have to try that. Do you just do plain Greek yogurt, or have you experimented with flavored Greek yogurt? Because I am curious what kind of flavoring you could do from yogurt to even, like if I want to do blueberry Greek yogurt or something else. I wonder if that would turn out. I have, okay, so I have plain Greek yogurt right now because I make protein shakes with it. I have key lime Greek yogurt right now. That's almost gone. Then I have strawberry Greek yogurt, and then I also have vanilla with chocolate pieces in it. It's kind of understatement about how much Greek yogurt I usually have. It was on sale, that's why I bought a little bit extra. But Greek yogurt is one of the easiest ways I get all my protein. My Greek yogurt has quite a bit more protein in it. Like, I think some of mine, it goes up to 17 grams of protein in just a yogurt. I can't have cottage cheese. I'll have to try it again. But when I first started my medication, I loved cottage cheese, and then I hated it. And I hated that I can no longer have cottage cheese. It tasted so gross to me. I tried it a few times. Moose that comes into our chat once in a while loves cottage cheese, and we always have this joke about cottage cheese. I'll have to try it again now. Yeah, the cottage cheese was amazing. And then sadly, it became not amazing, and it made me sad, honestly. I was like, that was such a good protein. 25 grams of protein. That might be close to the same type I have around here. You could have flavor up the calories, but definitely could experiment. Yeah, fresh. I was thinking like do strawberries, or blueberries with blueberries, or blueberries with blackberries, or I don't know, lemon with tropical fruit. I don't know. Who knows? Or use my vanilla chocolate mix and some kind of fruit with that. I don't know. Possibilities are endless there, but I definitely appreciate that recipe because I'm like, that is something I could do. And I can make some good variations to that. Of course, I'm going to have to try to make that recipe and then make it air fryer friendly. I could put it in my oven, but I like my air fryer. It's like a 7-in-1 different type of air fryer, so I can bake in it. I can do different settings. Isaac says crochet patterns or croquet patterns. Are we talking crochet, croquet? My Jeremy says you could use the same recipe and roll out the dough. We can make tortillas. Oh, they come out like naan. Ooh. I'll have to try that out. If I can make those and they don't taste too much like yogurt, then Juan might like them. He's more picky about that kind of stuff. Definitely something I could try. I love naan bread. We talked about that before. They're definitely a thing over here. I love to make pizza out of naan bread. Abby's like, I'm at the point, is it flat? Cool, it'll work. Absolutely right. Let's just get another. I'm helping my friend's daughter. I don't know how old she is. Oh, I should know this answer. But I'm helping her learn how to crochet. And she lives like 2.5, 3 days. I don't know. She lives far away from me. She's not even around here. And it reminds me of how I help my mom do that as well. I have a knack for helping people learn how to crochet, and I'm not even around them. And it's pretty cool. But I love doing it with somebody younger. And getting them started in the hobby pretty young. This kid definitely has talent, too, I'll tell you that much. I don't know, she has to be 11 or 12 now. I can't quite figure out how old she is. Hey, Gil. Welcome in. Jeremy's a little picky about tortillas. use wraps for quesadillas, and like when I say quesadillas, probably not what you guys are used to. They're barely probably called quesadillas. But once again, that's something I can shove a lot of veg or refried beans and some protein into it. And if you use a healthier oil and very little oil, you can kind of make it still kind of a healthy meal. I mean, within reason, you can still be like, I'm eating a little bit healthier than it would be if you, I don't know, eat fried chicken or something all the time. I don't know. See, Mexican quesadillas and American quesadillas. I see that all the time. Like, we have American versions of all Mexican food, Chinese food, and it's not authentic. But yeah, one of those. I buy these refried beans that are absolutely amazing. I used to buy them in the States. We used to go across the border and buy them because we don't have them in Canada, and now we do. And I absolutely love them. The flavor is amazing in them. But the can's so big that I just end up freezing the refried beans and then taking them out from ice cube trays to use them. Oh, there we go. Done with that contract. I know I've done so many weeding contracts. You guys are like, please don't take another one. I don't know what contract we'll take after this, but we'll head back to the farm and then take a look. A little bit of damage on that field from hail there. So that is a trick for FS25. If you have a hailstorm, don't be around your own fields. Hail likes to show up a lot more. Not saying like it won't show up on your fields, but it'll show up a lot more fields that you are on during the hailstorm. So don't go home, don't go to your farmhouse during a hailstorm if you have fields around your farmhouse. The game wants you to see the visual, right? It wants you to see the hail, so it will damage the fields the closest to you wherever you are. It doesn't mean it will prevent all the rest of the fields. Even if you are far away from them, you might get a little bit of hail damage, but you get a lot less. And a tornado is really random. You remember that lame tornado on Duke's channel? We have, I think, a short or photos, at least on our channel, where we get 3 in one day. 3 of them in a month. Like one after another. And that was pretty cool. I forget. I think we're in Riverbend Springs during that one. I don't think we need to repair this. Let's just wash it and put it. Yeah, there's definitely, I think, in our community posts, you have to go back quite a ways, I think. But there's photos and a link to, I think, the stream where there's 3 of them in a day. I've never seen that since. Level, it just came from a different stream and to Farming Sim. Well, I'm not familiar with the other one that you're talking about. To look that up. Maybe. Might be a trap. Knowing me, it's probably a trap. Look it up, and it's not what I want to look up at all. Like Dark Souls. Well, how is that? It has to be different enough from Farm Museum. Has you hooked on this pizza recipe? I have this recipe where it's like beer bread or beer pizza recipe. I haven't made it before. I like making beer bread. It has been a long time. But I find it interesting to kind of use it in different recipes. There we go. Quick beer pizza crust dough. I want to try that sometime. But when it becomes like soup season, I will do beer bread. And I'll put cheese and like dill into it. Makes a very hearty bread, like very thick, hearty bread that is so good with like a potato sausage type of soup, you know, like something like that. Ooh, it's a ninja creamy high protein ice cream. Oh, that would be good. And melted ice cream for Ivy the best. Oh, I can show you sarcasm. You don't want me to show you sarcasm right now. Bubbles over here saying sarcasm is lost art these days. Well, you talk about a game I don't know with another game I don't know. So you know what? It's not really sarcastic if I don't get your joke. There's more weeding. No, we said we were not doing weeding. Absolutely not. There's this fertilizing. I don't think we're gonna make enough money for that. I feel like you have a lot of good recipes for high protein, Jeremy, and I'm all for that because I need to keep up on my my protein. You feel free to always share your recipes there. I doubt we'll have any new contracts here. Just a lot of fertilizing. More weeding. I don't want to do more weeding. Do we sleep till the next day? Maybe your comment didn't go through with this guy that you follow. Talk about Duke, and then you talked about somebody having you hooked on that pizza recipe. Did a comment not go through, maybe? I'm not sure. But these guys still have plenty of food. Don't have to worry about them. Paid a little bit more of the loan. There. If it says it'll be a milkshake then. That's kind of funny. Well, I went through this time, Jeremy. Unless that's a different one. Let's just screenshot that. Molasses cookie and caramel syrup. That probably would be good with vanilla ice cream. The same one, okay. So if you guys need a cool trick, and if you're on Windows, if you go Shift, Windows, and S at the same time, I should show you the screen. It'd be kind of hard to show you the screen, but we'll do this. So Shift, Windows, S on your keyboard at the same time. Raise up this little button here, and you just can screenshot. You can't see that probably. And you can take a screenshot, clip it, whatever you want, and then it brings it up in the clipboard, and you can save it. And then is the easiest way to kind of screenshot things when you're on Windows. Cows are mooing at me. I don't see them though. Let's take a look. How are the cows? 6 months old now. They're still doing good. How are our fields doing? Do they need... I wonder if they need any more pH balance, if that's good or not. Let's go take a look that way. Oh. So pH is good, nitrogen's good. Canola's looking pretty there. I think these are all set. Oat is looking okay. Liking that. Let's go look over here at the spelt. Looks like grass, but doing good. Nice feel of the spelt. No, we don't have any contracts right now. Let's fast forward. Usually I have to go to 9 o'clock, then 10 o'clock, then 11 o'clock. It's usually when you get contracts. Oh, there's one for mowing. It's not really worth the money for that one. Oh, he has an awesome green egg breakfast bagel. I'll have to try to see that on his channel. I like watching cooking shows. There's one that I watch called Sorted Foods. They're in the UK. Or just getting right back into the same type of contracts. Not really worth doing a lot of these contracts. I mean, it's money. Something to do. It's worth it if you send your henchmen out. I'm all by my lonesome self here. Take our little lonesome mowers over there, do the small field. And we have to pay back some of this money anyway, so. I don't want to fast forward too far and then be like, well, we could have made this money a little bit at a time if we would have just taken these contracts. There's a Canadian guy with a restaurant. The Vidals. I don't know if I'm saying that right. and adapts the recipes for homestead restaurants. So that's pretty cool. I like people that do that because you're like, oh, now I can use that recipe. No, everybody left me. They all joined in the next getting my way. It happens. Some people, the topics, you know, Babuda these. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that. I'll try. I should be the guy with that restaurant. Serves the V. The one cool thing about Gnadenthal here is the river actually goes through the fields here. Iron Thunder had to make them 2 separate fields each time. But in real life, the farmers own both sides of it. But it's really cool that he actually made the river go down that way. Oh, he's in Toronto. I'm like, yeah, coloring for 4 hours, your arms, your wrists, they all need a break. I completely understand. I wish I could show you my latest progress in my crochet there. I've showed Ivy a little bit, but I haven't finished this one yet. I'll show you guys. I know Juan did the other day. As I've been working on my crochet here, and this one I made, and it has like plaid up top. Let's go over. There's a pumpkin that's actually 3D. It's really hard to explain to you guys. And then it has plaid on the bottom. It's a wall hanging, so it'll be hanging from the wall. And there's this really cool texture to it. Like, it's really hard. It's called a bobble stitch. Maybe you can kind of see it there. And just different colors of plaid, and the yarn there is kind of speckled with different colors of white. Let's do that. This one I made, and then I bought wooden dowels from the dollar store, and I just stained them like a darker brown. And then I'm gonna attach them, and then they hang from the wall. So that's one that I've been working on. So one can reach up and like pull hats out of thin air. You can ask me, and I can pull yarn out of thin air. I am really good at having yarn projects everywhere. That's good. Thanks, Sherry. Did I play N22 the Saskatchewan map? No, I didn't. I missed playing that one on 22. I think it would be kind of fun to play on it. I think we're getting the Saskatchewan map again. Somebody's working on a different Canadian map, and I can't remember where it takes place. Trying to think of where. Oh, everybody was excited. It was like a famous modder that was going to do a Canadian map. Wandering in their lands made you think of it. I mean, this is the prairies. You this is so accurate to the prairies and where one is from. Iron Thunder, like if you go to like Google Street Maps and look it up, like even like here at the farmyard here, if you go in Google Street View, find the street and look at it, these Quonsets, this same exact brand of gas tank, that's all there. These sheds, this is exactly what you'll see on Google Street View if you find this place in real life on Google. Meridian, the name of the bins and stuff, is made right down the road in the nearby town. But yeah, Ian Thunder has done like such a great job with this map. That is literally what you'll see. Changed a little bit here and there to make it all kind of fit together. And then of course change some houses to productions or schools to houses and all that to make it all fit in here. But yeah, absolutely. Like the street names are actually on here as well. I can't probably find it as quickly as Juan could. And Google Street View, I can try it. But up here, it says Road 7 and Road 15. I can try it. Juan would be like, it's right there. But you know, he grew up there, kind of, sorta. So you probably see this view. Here's the farmyard that we have with the Quonsets. Yeah, I found it pretty quick. It's a little cleaned up, but all the storage where we have outside, all our equipment that you see is right here. And that's the main intersection there, 201 and 15, I just said. It's right there. If we do street view, see? Meridian and the Quonsets. The green silos are a little bit farther down in game, but the shed, I said there's 2 sheds there. Yeah, 2 Quonsets with Meridian. Iron Thunder has put the details into this map like you wouldn't believe it. It's absolutely incredible. But all our equipment that we have, yeah, is kind of there. He has spent a lot of time on this map. But look, in real life, the houses here, how flat it is, very little trees. In 22, he made a 4x and a 16x version of this map. The 16x is a lot more accurate. He had to cut some fields out in the 4x. No. I didn't want you to go down this road. Can you not go down? No, okay, I can't go down and see where Juan grew up. How do we get out of street view again? You know, Juan's house down there, and then you have the cow pasture over here, right? Or maybe it's this one here. This house and the cow pasture. One of those. Like, the more you look at it, I wish I could show you side by side. We see game. Yeah, you do, Juan. Juan's here. He's like, wait, I need to be a part of this. There we go. Now you must see it. Jeremy says we need to have the mod to make your own house, one that well lived on the map. Like, you don't need to tell us on the stream, but you guys would always know. It is here. It's the house that you start in. The house that we own. The house that you start in down here is the one that he started in. So when you go here and you look at it now, you see the street view I showed you guys. All the village there. And then a couple houses down here. It's hard to switch back and forth between the two here. I have so many tabs open. See, the houses. Sherman says, excuse my language, but how effing cool. Hey, Ethan. And Juan said hi as well. Yeah. And then you have, see the river? I said the river goes through the fields here as well. Look familiar from in-game? We are mowing this field right here right now. Jeremy says, hey, Juan from the chat. And then this is where Bloomingard is, where a lot of our sell points are in the game. It's a little bit changed to make it more accurate. But there's a Bloomingard on the map here. in game. We go back and forth, you can kind of see it now. It's a little bit different. You know, he had to put different things in different spots, but you can kind of see it kind of smushed together. Missing a few fields here. But the layout of the fields and everything is made from here. Now you'll like the map even more, Jeremy. We have all the small yards that we do on the mowing contracts in game, all behind each house here. And then in game here, something else if you don't know about this map, every house here, you see the 69, 68, 70, you can buy that as a house. You don't have to have this one as a house. Every house on here, even up here, are all buyable houses, like sleep triggers. Every single one of them. And that is something very unique to this map that no other map has. But then you have all the small fields here, yeah. And another thing, if you look closely, you can see the street view, like the school bus here on the street. The traffic. You put the traffic on the road here. The details are amazing, I tell you. I absolutely love this map. Jeremy says, do you feel comfortable with an estimate? In Canadian dollars, I think we paid him $200 each time, give or take. $200 for FS25, 200 for 22. Maybe we gave him another 100 for the other version. I think $500 total, give or take. But that's accounting for 3 different maps, I think. And that is coming from Iron Thunder not knowing anything about coding, map making, anything. He learned that for us because we asked people if they were willing to make us a map. He learned how to map make for us, just for this map. And of course, he doesn't live in Canada or the US or anything, so whatever it converted for him into his currency. But for us, it was absolutely worth it. We didn't pay him a single penny for FS25. I don't always remember Juan says we haven't paid him. Maybe we paid him for 22 and then because that didn't work out, it was part of him just doing 25. I don't know. Either way, we paid him well enough that he felt motivated to learn coding. And he's one of our original viewers from back on our trucking channel when we did live streaming. We worked overnights at Walmart. Well, Juan worked overnight at Walmart, and we do live streams on the trucking channel. Iron Thunder found us there when he was really young. Say like 10 years ago, maybe 8 to 10 years ago. So he's been with our channel for a long time. He says that's cheap if you ask me. Absolutely, I agree. Jeremy says I would love a small map of my family's old farms. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. It's hard to find somebody that would take a commission, though. It really is. I think nowadays Iron Thunder would say no. Obviously now he knows how much work you have to put into it. And how many bugs it is and how much work it is to get Giants to approve it, you know. How long did it take him to make it? He had to restart quite a few times. I don't quite remember how many months. I know it kept getting denied and he had to learn a few things. I'm just going to go around the field again, but some of these are really small and I don't feel like going up and down. Hey, Kyle. Welcome in. Nice to see you again. Juan's in chat over there with you, I think. Maybe. But yeah, he pops in once in a while. Not very often because time zone change. Usually on the weekend, and then we'll pop in here. We can ask him to refresh our memory of a few things. And of course, back when he first started modding, he was still in school and had a little bit more free time as a young kid. Now he's kind of, I don't want to say a trade school. We're farming, like a farming college. Like, I don't know the right word for it. He's kind of graduated and gone on to college, but not college, but for farming. Is that what he wants to do in real life? Is do some farming, like a agriculture school type of thing he's gone into. Yeah, this is a Giants map. Is that mod hub? Yep. He hasn't updated this in a while, but he's gotten over 1 million downloads for all these different versions of maps together, which is pretty incredible. But he does have an update coming for this map. Like I say, he's busy. He's working on it in his spare time. But I can't wait for us to get that update. It'll be really awesome once we get it. Oh, Jeremy's picking a fight with Ivy again. That's what he's doing. Ivy's gonna make maps. I have heard if I learned to make a map, it would make it easier for me to learn how to make the production mods that I want to use. I don't know if that's just somebody trying to pull my leg or not. I have downloaded Giants Editor for FS22 before. I have kind of half edited productions before, but I got stuck at one part and I couldn't get past it. But I definitely would like to get peanuts into this game. It's really what I want. Even if somebody helped me, just figure out how to put peanuts in a greenhouse production mod. That is what I want. Really bad for this game. Ivy's played on this map a bit. For 25, awesome. Now there's a couple bugs in this game, especially custom crops and doing them for contracts. You can't do most of the custom crops as a contract right now. That's the biggest bug in the game. Kyle says, "You want to say hi, but go now? Bye?" Well, I appreciate that, Kyle. A hi and bye is perfectly fine. Real life keeps you busy sometimes. Might have to look at it again at 22. Yeah, like I say, there's some bugs for you, especially with the snow. I think he was going to fix it, but I don't know if he ever did. Because he figured it out after 25 came out. And I don't know if he's updated it on 22. I don't quite remember. But as long as you play with snow off, it's not as glitchy. I forget what else. Okay. There's the shop. If you play the 16X, it's much more accurate for scale. Like I say, the 4X is kind of taking some fields out, and then this is just regular version here on 25. Or maybe he did a 2X. I forget what versions he did for 22. Maybe Juan remembers. Jeremy says, this kind of be the way to get your computer. Promise to make a map for the community, and they raise enough funds to make you a CPU. Repair. Accept the contract, wherever that is. I always hit the wrong button, and that wasn't really worth it. And those are definitely not worth it, these small ones here. There's no issue. I don't recall, Jeremy. I'll see if I can find that answer out for you, though. I can drop a message off for Iron Thunder. He'll respond to it. Is Duke live right now? Because I'm going to end my live stream, so I can redirect to Duke if he's live right now, or is he later tonight? I'm not sure. Yeah, I can try to see if I can take a peek. Oh, look at the paint job is getting kind of scratched on the John Deere here. I kind of like how random it is too. Like scratch marks might have ran into a couple tree branches or something there. Kiram. Oh, you're cleaning. Yeah, Kiram. Do you know what this is? If you guys don't know, Kiram is a content creator as well. He's just getting back into streaming. He took the summer off. But he does Farming Sim as well, and he does I think Dune, right? You're doing Dune Awakening. But Kiram doesn't like to clean his tractors. We like to tease him about that. You can feel free to drop your own link in if you want, Kiram. Kiram doesn't like to clean. You guys just have to clean. You guys have to clean. Let park this and clean up the yard a little bit after the stream a little bit. Rain can clean. Well, I don't know where you are, but we don't have rain. Look at this forecast. We might get rain in July. We might get rain in November. There you go, Kiram. Kiram has shared his channel there. If you're not subscribed to him, if you have never heard of Kiram, it's because he took the summer off, but go over there and it's up to him. But yeah, this map has a lot of custom crops. Alfalfa is custom, buckwheat, clover, flax, lavender, lentils, millet, mustard, poppy, spelt, triticale. I think that's how you say it. But those are all custom crops on this map. If you want to get a map that is pretty flat, lots of different size of fields, and lots of custom crops, this is a map you would enjoy. You have a lot of possibilities. You have some custom productions up here. He's adding more on the next update. Ivy and Jeremy has sub to Kiram. Awesome. Jeremy goes, it's Phoenix. We don't even have farmers. You guys are funny. I know we have lots of people watching here, but I'm going to bail out on you guys. I'm going to go get something to eat here. I haven't had much to eat today, so we're going to do that. How big are the smaller fields? Let me find somebody to redirect you guys to. I won't hit end stream. I'll just Duke is live streaming, so I'll just get that scheduled over here, and then I'll pop back and show you the small fields here. I won't end the stream quite yet. I'll just do the redirect, so it's ready when I do end the stream. Okay, it's doing the same thing. Like where's Duke? If you guys have not watched Duke after the redirect, go see him. He does old tractors, old school, 100 horsepower or less type of, kind of like Juan does with Through the Years. So if you like that kind of content, you will like that. So the smallest fields are like the grass fields here. They're like, last time I put hectares, but then you go into acres. Is there a setting here where I can change it back and forth for you? I'm sure there's a setting somewhere in here that goes acres into hectares. That, or you can kind of figure it. I think it's slightly different. Kilometers, miles, Celsius, acres. There we go. I would change it for you. Let me just get out and then go back into it. Then it'll be in what you probably have yours set as. And Duke is also a former farmer in real life. Absolutely. So the smallest ones are like 1.5 acres, 1.26, 1.16. These really small ones are in the back of a house. If you go into like these right here, 1.3, 2.24, that's kind of those. This field is 2.4. So you have a lot of smaller ones here. If you go over here, 7.3 acres. Small ones back here are 1.7, 1.5, around there. Hope that kind of answers your questions there. These are like 7.5 acres, 12 acres. So it kind of varies. And the big ones, like I say, it's a good sized map to have a wide range of things. Yeah, they're much bigger in like the 16, 4x, whatever size map. And they're made, one of them is 4x, I think. I don't know. They're much bigger. But on the size, they're much smaller. But yeah, I'm going to send you guys over to Duke. I will be over there a little bit, but I'll be lurking as I get some dinner. But go say hi to Duke. We were trying to get him to 600 subscribers. If we do 600, Duke has said he would put on a tutu and take some photos and share them on the community page. So we want to do that. Of course, he said it would be friendly, like it would be over other clothes, Farmer J, hello there. We're just getting ready to send you guys over. Lisa, hello. Thanks, Lisa. Appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Just the farming community, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Truly. I think of that plot in the lower right. Down this way. The purple one, maybe? I would say violet. I do not like the word purple for some reason. It has to be violet. I don't know. But I'll send you guys over there. Please sub, like, say hello to Duke for me. He's usually over here. You'll see him on the weekend, especially when Juan does Through the Years. Farmer J says we all stick together. Yes, we do, Farmer J. We do. And that's what I love about this community. We do. We're here for each other, and I appreciate you guys, really. But before I get all sappy again, before I get all teary-eyed again, we'll just leave it there. I'll be back Thursday at the same time at 3 p.m. Pacific, give or take. Hopefully, if everything goes well. And Karen sending hugs. Thanks, Karen. 125 is what Ivy says. 125. 124. Oh, you started with a small one way over there. Wow, I didn't even see that one till right now. There you go, Jeremy. This one's 0.56 acres. Or, no, acres. 0.56 acres. You can buy that one way over there and start your farming, Jeremy, over there. Trade dinner. Yeah, I will. I don't even know what I'm having yet. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I have some avocado again that I have to do something with. We'll figure it out. And I'm going to say goodbye again. This is a Midwest thing, you guys. We don't say goodbye very easily. We just say goodbye and then we keep talking for a half hour, say goodbye again, and then we say goodbye again, and then we say goodbye again. You know, we'll get there. Adios. Really, seriously this time. Redirecting. Over there. And redirecting you guys. Over there. Adios.